brookity, brook, brookity, brook. The season finale is when you decide to be a mother. Taking your cute little boys for ice cream. Talking to them about the numerous men that has darkened your doorway since they've been born. Having these two adorable boys speak on your love or lack thereof relationships. They had no business sitting at that table having that type of grown folk conversation with you. I said it. You are a vile, foul woman. And I said this from jump. You are the worst of the years of love during lockup. I'm glad you're off my screen. And instead of you taking note of what all you went through this season, you decide to date more inmates and to bring them around your boys because you're so desperate to have a man instead of being a decent mother. Brooke, I'm going to need for you to hop, skip, and jump on some tacks. Let's get it popping. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Sass here, and yes, I am finally here. Finally. With the season finale recap of Life After Lockup. Oh, it's been a battle. I went to the football game Sunday, so I was in Charlotte, North Carolina over the weekend. So anyway, we lost. I was very upset. Very upset. I'm still not over it. But I will move on. And then I tried going live yesterday, and it was just a disaster. My nerves were shot, y'all. I hate when, you know, you have technical difficulty, but it was out of my hand. And so here I am. Here I am. Thank y'all for understanding. I appreciate y'all. Y'all was like, you know what? Take your time. It's okay. And thank y'all for that. But let's get into this. JK and Brooke. So JK and Brooke is cutting the shine in these people's neighborhood. Oh, hey, what's your name? Hey, what's your name? You new here? Hey, I'm Sass, okay? Say hey to the Sasters. Sasters, say hey. Hey, you a new subscriber? Thank you. Go ahead and subscribe, because I know you want to. Okay, all right, hit that like. So we have JK and Brooke, all right, cutting up in these people's neighborhoods, child, hooting and hollering. All the neighbors looking out the window saying, there they are. Now, everything was peaceful 7 months ago. And then her no good, sorry ass, big grown man, her son done moved back from prison. And he done brought his trashy girlfriend. We ain't had no peace. So one of the neighbors said, bet. So they done called the cops. So the cops said, listen, we got a noise complaint. Y'all out here in the middle of the night screaming and yelling. So they calmed everything down, and, you know, the cop left. And so JK was like, man, I can't be doing this. I done did my bid in prison. I ain't trying to go back to prison. So here is Brooke still hollering, still hooting. Just nonsense. Nonsense. And so they're talking about Alice, and he said, yeah, I went to go see Alice, and allegedly she pregnant. And so Brooke was like, what? Oh my God. So you've been cheating on me. Why are you sleeping with her? You shouldn't be sleeping with her. And so then he was like, the reason why I'm sleeping with Alice is because of you. And so then she goes, bah! She slaps the piss out of him. ugh. And so she was like, I'm done. You know, it was a whole lot of F you, screw you, F you, I'm done with you, JK. You a sorry piece of trash. You a sorry piece of shit, just running off at the mouth. And then Brooke had the nerve to fix her lips and say that JK, how he treated her is making her look like a whole ass fool. No, honey. No, no. JK did not make you look like a fool. You made you look like a fool. From jump, Brooke. From jump. Your mama told you from jump. Because see, the mamas always tell you, but y'all don't never listen. Your mamas tell you, your daddies tell you, your aunties tell you, your cousins tell you, your grandmother tell you, your grandfather tell you, your aunts tell you, everybody tell you, even your children. How you gonna have an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old child tell you how to be a decent human being? But you don't listen because you know everything. You would rather have a penis in your mouth than have some sense in your head. So anyway, so she leaves. Here is JK calling her all kinds of B words. And, you know, he goes in the house. He was like, Mama, she slapped me. She put her hands on me. Mama said, well, why you putting up with it? Okay. She's going to end up sending you back to the penitentiary. You're going to end up back in jail messing with her. Leave her alone. So he was like, I'm done, Mama. I mean, I got love for Brooke, but once she put her hands on me, it's over. Ugh. So he was talking about he's done. You know, Brooke done went too far, done slapped him in the mouth. And so Brooke said she's finished. So then we have this mothering session that she has with her 2 boys. And I gave you what I thought about it at the beginning of the video. This boy is sitting across from her and saying, well, we don't care. We don't care nothing about JK. He done lied to us, said that he was going to spend time with us. He was going to take us this. He was going to do this with us. We didn't even see that man. And plus, he's an addict. He's a drug addict. That's what this child said to his mother. And then Brooke was like, I don't know where he got that from. I never talked about that in front of my boys. They just know. No, the reason why they know is because they're looking across from you. And the level of men that they have came across through their lifetime. Because you opened the door. No child needs to have that conversation with their mother. But are we really dealing with mothering? Or are we dealing with a woman who would rather deal with the less than men than to deal with their children? You're trifling, Brooke. Everything about you. Trifling. You don't get no gold star because you take your 2 boys out for ice cream and you have a conversation with them about the sorry ass men that you done brought into their home. Nothing positive came out of that conversation other than you saying that there's you don't have a boyfriend. And then you come talking about, well, I guess we need to look for another daddy. See, that's your problem. Instead of looking for a daddy, try to be a good mother to your sons. Trifling helpful. She wants a fresh start. So she's moving to Galveston and her son is happy about it. They was like, yeah. And then come to find out that she is talking to several inmates. Several. And to beat it all, y'all, to beat it all, she, Brooke, works at a daycare. hope every parent's child that goes to said daycare looked at this show and yanked their kids out of that said daycare. Because ain't no way Brooke needs to be around children. No way. Like, what was the hiring method? I mean, the kids are more intelligent than her. She's on their level, immaturity-wise. But what was the hiring method? So we have JK, and JK still talking to Alex, child. Alice done had her baby, and they're waiting for the paternity test to see if JK is the father. What are you waiting on? Why is it taking so long? He is or he isn't. I don't want to see Brooke or JK back on my screen. I really don't. I truly don't. But I have a feeling that I'm going to see them again. We're going to see them again. Either they're not going to be a couple, or they're going to be back together. We're going to see one or the other or both again. Let's move on. Courtney and Will. Will, I'm going to need you to keep on drinking. Keep on drinking. See, that's what happens when you do foolish things like sleeping with Courtney after all that you've done, after all that she's done. But you still chose to sleep with her unprotected. Did y'all catch that? Unprotected. You decided to think that it's okay to sleep with her after all that fussing and fighting. And not only that, you cut a shine in them people's house. See, she got roommates. And both of y'all acted a fool. And so the roommate said, get out. And so Will said that he was disrespected. Courtney said that he was disrespectful and he had to go. I think both of them are true. I think both of y'all was in that house cutting a shine, acting foolish because y'all have the maturity of a 6-year-old, and the roommate said, not today, not tomorrow, not next week. Take your feet to the mother freaking street. Don't be coming over here cutting the shine when we gotta pay rent. I ain't trying to get kicked out over foolishness. So they said go. So here we are. Courtney said she didn't sleep with Mark. Courtney said that she did sleep with somebody, but didn't want to give no name because Will broke up with her. And so she needed something. She needed someone to make herself feel better and hurt Will. And she said it was just one time. Meanwhile, this was before Will and Courtney slept together this last time. Unprotected. I swear to God, they can't spell condom, can't smell it, can't see a condom to save their lives. So they're going back and forth. And Will says that he's done. He's upset. Courtney said, listen, I'm tired, okay? You know, I have friends, but that don't mean I sleep with them. We have heard this back and forth, moaning and groaning. Will and Courtney, please move on with your life and leave me alone. Courtney got a new boyfriend. Will somewhere drinking. He's still working. And they are broke up for good. Thank you, Jesus. No more Will and Courtney. Let's move on. Michael and Justine. They out in the streets of New York. And Michael tells Justine that they ain't got no money. They don't have the money for a $60,000 wedding. In fact, they don't have the money for a $30,000 wedding. They don't have the money for a $15,000 wedding. They don't have enough money for a $6 wedding. He says that the businesses some type of machinery or something broke, and that cost $31,000. And so they're not going to have their $60,000 wedding. They don't have $30,000. They have $15,000. But see, I don't even buy this whole story thing. Now, I do buy that they don't have that kind of money. That Google lied. They're not worth millions. I do buy that. I also buy that his mama had to give him $1,000. So I definitely buy that. But the way Justine reacted to Michael saying that she can't have her dream wedding, don't buy that at all. Because see, Justine, that was her whole thing. That was her whole storyline, right, y'all? Wedding, $60,000. This is what I want. I want an elephant. I want a horse. I want clay pigeons. I want all this or whatever the hell it was. Doves. They had no intention of having that type of wedding. It was for the storyline. Because Justine was not upset enough for me. They done went and wasted them people's time over there at that nice venue for the wedding, knowing good and well they wasn't going. Storyline. So the whole barbershop thing done fell through, and he's still talking about being a street pharmacist, and if he was a street pharmacist in a week, he has $60,000. Shut up. Just, please, oh please. And then did y'all catch that after he talking about we ain't got no money, they go and see a Broadway show, allegedly. They was in line. Like, please don't bring them back. I do not want to see Michael and Justine on my screen again. I wish them well. I wish them well. I hope they have a beautiful 2026 wedding. Do not bring them back. I wish their daughter well in college. I hope they can pay all 4 years or wherever she was, 6 years or 8 years, whatever. I hope she thrives. And that's it for Michael and Justine. What a waste of our time. Fake ass storyline. Let's move on. Letitia and Keith, they arguing over a vow renewal. They embarrassing themselves in these people's establishment. And Keith done called his auntie to come and pick him up. Keith said, I ain't listening to her mouth. I ain't trying to go back to jail. She acting a fool out here. And Letitia said, you going home with me. To your wife. So he's telling his auntie all about the argument and how Letitia's acting. Letitia's just fussing and talking about, she done held him down, and, they're already married, and, this is something he should want to do. And, which, listen, Keith, you're already married to her. And the auntie is like, listen, what's your big thing about the vow renewal? You're already married. And then he comes to me, well, you really don't know a person. You're already married. You don't really want to rush into anything. You're already married. What's a 30-second vow renewal? So anyway, Keith gets home. Him and Letitia have a talk. Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. They make up, and guess what? They have a vow renewal. And his kids are there. I mean, his son is there, and her 2 girls are there, and then some other people, child. Are you serious? Keith still wants to get custody of his son. He's doing all right for himself. Letitia, they showed that horrible mugshot. Letitia, them producers don't care nothing about you. They done showed that terrible mugshot of Letitia and her recent arrest. They still together. They still hanging in there. Child, let's move on. Z, Troy, and Mama Karen. I want y'all to look at Mama Karen. Isn't she a treasure? Mama Karen is a treasure, okay? They did not show enough of Mama Karen this season. I'm going to need, if Z and Troy ever was to come back, Mama Karen needs to be on more episodes. In fact, don't even show Z and Troy. Just show Mama Karen. Look at this outfit. Mama Karen really don't give a damn. She really don't. She said, I may be a grandmother of 15, but my legs ain't. Mama Karen said, don't play with it. No, who you think I am? Boy, I bet you Mama Karen in her late teens, early 20s. You couldn't tell her nothing. I mean, you couldn't tell her a mother freaking thing. She knew it. She knew it. So, Mama Karen gets there and she's looking around the house. She got some in her cup, in her thermos. Let's just say that it's water. And she was like, ooh, it's nice in here. She said, I'm going to be nosy. So she goes outside. And this was after she finds out that Z is pregnant. And she was like, woo, look at that belly. And Z is 6 months pregnant. And, you know, she's, found out she's going to be another grandmother. And her and Troy is talking. And I just cannot imagine talking to my mother or my son about being a lack of. Troy says, you weren't there. You weren't there. But see, in your mind, you were there. But you weren't there for me, Mom. And so Mama Karen said, look, I ain't gonna here arguing with you. I ain't chasing after a grown person. I was there. Now look, was I perfect? No. Was I even somewhat, on the right track? No. But you here, ain't you? And so Mama Karen said, you went to prison. I helped take care of baby Troy while you went to prison. And then Troy came out of his mouth and said, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, Troy, this is where I'm going to have to disagree with you. Okay? That's where I'm going to have to disagree with you. Now, she was a lack of parent to you, according to you. A lack thereof. But she was there for baby Troy. But she didn't suppose to. That's your child. You didn't supposed to go to prison. You supposed to stay out of prison and take care of your child, not Mama Karen. See, baby Troy has a mother who has taken care of baby Troy very well. But Mama Karen was there to, help along with baby Troy. But baby Troy was taken care of by her mother. Mama Karen was being a grandmother. But she didn't suppose to. That's your child. So Mama Karen was like, listen, I ain't supposed to do nothing. I was good to baby Troy. I was there for baby Troy while you was in prison. And so Troy done had enough, child. They talked about his dad and how hard it was. And, Mama Karen was shit as a mom. And Mama Karen just was going back and forth, child. Slurred speech. So they get inside and she's talking to Z. And she told Z that the reason why there is such turmoil or arguing between her and Troy is because at times Z butts in and not mind her business. She says you should tell Troy what needs to be said, but instead you run your mouth too much and you don't mind your business. You should tell him what needs to be said, that I am right. Mama Karen, how you gonna tell Z to mind her business when you tell her, Z, that she needs to be more vocal and tell Troy how things are. You either want her to mind her business and shut the F up, or run her mouth and take your side. Or not even take your side, but agree somewhat with what you're saying when it comes to Troy. And so Z said, you don't know what we talk about. You don't know we have private conversations. You don't know what's going on. And so she had told Troy, Mama Karen was like, listen, I don't like that whole thing about telling people you don't love me. You don't love me. I don't love you. I don't love you. So then Mama Karen kept slurring her speech, and she was just talking off the side of her neck, and I really couldn't follow what she was saying. I don't think Troy and Z understood exactly what she was saying either, so they just went along to get along. So then they got to laughing, and she showed the sonogram, the pictures. So she showed the pictures of the baby, and Mama Karen done looked at this baby picture. And they said it's a boy. She knew it was a boy. She looked at this baby picture and said that this child, this baby, her grandson, had a big penis. Mama Karen said, ooh, Lord, I ain't never seen nothing like that. It stretched around for days. Mama Karen! When obviously it was the umbilical cord. Oh my God. So they was like, so Z was like, I ain't never heard nobody talk like that. I ain't never heard anybody talk like that. So Mama Karen said that she's excited about being a grandmother again. And child, she said she had to get home. She had enough. She had to get home. She was tired. She was tired of these two, and she wanted to relax. And meanwhile, Z and Troy is doing very well. They done had the baby, had a little boy, don't know the name. He is spending time with his daughter, and please don't bring them back. Don't bring them back. We're done. We're done with Z. We're done with Troy. That's it. It's over. They had their time, and it's done. Let's move on. Last, and most definitely least. Yes! The Trio of Fools. Okay? The Scooby-Doo vandalism mystery. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. So we have Joella. Joella wants to meet up with Q. Q and D are riding down the road. And so Q was like, listen, I'm not going to go and meet up with her. For what? What's going to happen when we meet up? And so here's D. Well, what are you thinking? It may be a setup? Is that what you thinking? And so Q said, I don't know what it is. I don't trust her. And I'm not going to do a meet up with her. Because I didn't do nothing wrong. I ain't got to explain myself. And so here is D. Right. Well, you know, if you don't want to meet up with her, then don't meet up with her. You know, I got your back, boo. D, you said that a little too quick. D was like, you know, if you don't want to meet up with her, don't meet up with her. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Is that right, D? Mm-hmm. So here is Joella at the restaurant. Time goes on, and she realizes that they're not going to show up. She Ubered there. Where's your car? Girl, where's the Grand Marquis? Ain't that what her car was? A Grand Marquis, or was it a Cutlass? It was a Grand Marquis. Girl, what happened to your car? So she Ubered there. She got her a little drink. Maybe that's why she Ubered. That little hurricane may have did something to her, child. Made her a little tipsy. So Q and D goes home. They decide not to meet up with Joella. Now this editing that comes up, trash. The Love After Lockup producers really don't care about us. They definitely don't care about the edit. Love After Lockup producers, you're bogus. You expect me to believe that Joella pulls up to Q's house where you don't show her walking to the door. You don't show her ringing the doorbell. You don't show her knocking at the door. You show Joella get out of said Uber and you filmed her feet walking. Born at night, not last night. We ain't no fools. So you want me to believe that Joella goes to confront Q because Q didn't meet her at said diner. Even though Q got on 2 different clothes. And y'all didn't film it. Instead, y'all wrote on the screen, let me get it right. They didn't want to be filmed. They want to quit shooting because they wanted their space. Excuse me, this is a reality show called Life After Lockup. They don't get a choice. So you mean to tell me now y'all trying to be respectful? We done seen women fight. We done seen children on this show that shouldn't be on this show having grown folk conversation. We also have seen people have sex in the woods at a grave site, in the back of a car, in the shower, in the bedroom. Literally got to kick y'all out of the bedroom before they get it on. But now all of a sudden they want space. Shut up. It was fake. There is no way Joella pulled up at Q's house and Q came out and acted like that and you didn't film it. We didn't even see Joella. We just heard voices. And then y'all shot Q talking about, I cannot believe she did this. I cannot believe it. Where was D at when this confrontation happened? Child back. Then come talking about it was 30 minutes later or 20 minutes later or 10 minutes. Why did it take so long for her to walk back to the Uber? Q says that she don't have anything to say to Joella. She did not vandalize that vehicle. Joella says she's not trying to be D's side B. And she showed a text message between D and herself. And Q and D are still together. They're living together. And Joella has done moved on, allegedly. Done moved on. And they are co-parenting. That's the only relationship or conversation they have between each other. Now, I don't know how we're going to see D and Q back, but we will. We're going to see them again. I have a feeling. I have a feeling we will see them again. Joella, I don't know. Okay. And also, the charges were dropped. Case was dismissed against Q. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and hey to my new subscribers. Okay. Don't you worry, y'all. When, I guess, Love During Lockup will be next. Okay. But I will be coming on here time to time to be talking about news. UK news. Because we all know these Love After Lockup participants be cutting up. Thank y'all for a great season. I appreciate you, and until next time, friends. Bye!